This 1 minute setup feels completely unfair, and the crazy part, it all comes down to one simple concept. A concept that most traders completely ignore. If you have ever entered too early or missed the move completely, this is exactly why. In the next few minutes, I will show you exactly how to spot this setup, when to enter, and how to avoid the fake setups. So this strategy is built around one thing, one concept that happens at key moments in the market. So my goal with this video is not only to teach you this strategy, but it is also to show you how to avoid preliminary entries and how to avoid taking those consecutive losses just by implementing one simple thing. So what we will be looking for is location, not just one candlestick, not just one pattern or anything like that. So we are on the 1 minute time frame, as the title of the video also says, and I will show you exactly what to look for with this strategy. First, I will tell you what not to look for. So don't go randomly. When you see a strong move such as this one that we see on the screen right now, do not go randomly and say, I'm gonna be identifying my fair value gaps and I'm gonna be waiting for price to retrace in order to take, let's say, this long. This is the wrong approach to scalping. Scalping doesn't mean that you need to be in a trade the whole time. What I want you to be doing instead, look at the chart, bear with me, very important, you will not be losing the amount of trades that you are losing right now if you follow this video. Look right here what I'm gonna be looking at. I proceed, you would have entered preliminarily on this FEG right here. I'm not gonna be doing that. I have identified a proper area now, a proper low. So if I zoom in right here, I want to ask you why and if that is a low right here. Is that a low on the 1 minute time frame? And if yes, why? It is indeed a low because it is lower than the low of the candlestick to its left, and it is lower than the low of the candlestick to its right, confirming now that this is a proper low. And it is also a proper point of liquidity when we say a proper low. Okay, I want you to be able to identify that. Now that you have identified your proper first low, what you will be doing, you will be placing a horizontal line right below it. And then you're gonna question yourselves. Do I have, you will say, do I have any fair value gaps below this area? And if you said yes, you are absolutely right. I do have two fair value gaps. One being this fair value gap, this tiny one right here, that is created from those three candlesticks right here, 1, 2, and 3. The bottom of this candlestick and the high of this candlestick created this fair value gap right here. And I also have another fair value gap, which is right below it, which is this huge fair value gap that you see exactly right here. Now, I'm not gonna waste any time speculating around which one of those fair value gaps is gonna be tested first. Instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go straight ahead and I'm gonna place a pending order on the very first FEG that we see. Now, the very important thing, because with this strategy you will be targeting a 2-to-1 reward to risk. What I want you to do, I want you to place your stop loss below FEG number 2, so below the bottom fair value gap, and I want you to go ahead and target a 2-to-1 reward to risk. Simple as that. And I want you to go ahead and create your limit order. Very simple. You create your limit order. Of course, we are on replay mode right now. I'm gonna proceed and I want you to have a clear stop loss. Always respect your stop loss and a clear take profit. You're not gonna be moving your stop loss at all. Okay, so now I will extend this thing right here and we will let the trade play out. We are not gonna be touching this trade at all. let's proceed and see how this trade plays out. Beautiful, beautiful. And here we go. We hit the take profit. Now you might think that, Chris, this concept does not work. It is just a thing that you cherry picked and you showed us right here, right now. Shame on you, Chris. How dare you cherry pick this concept? But what if I go ahead and show you the very next leg, meaning from this low, exactly right here, until this high right here, and show you how you can enter another trade. But before we show any other examples, I need to tell you that I have by far the best strategy on the entire internet. Feel free to join my Discord where I'm doing daily lives, and you can also learn about the ChrisFX block, where I have also implemented the volume footprint in order to get higher probability trades, even higher probability trades, I shall say. So you can choose between Discord, where I'm doing the daily lives, and I have a ton of premium lessons as well. And you can also go ahead and choose the one-on-one mentoring and learn how to trade once and for all, where I'm gonna teach you the best strategy, the ChrisFX block strategy, the way that I have developed them with the volume footprint and the point of control in order to get perfect accuracy and high probability trades. Also click on the link tree that I have down in the description. What is this link tree link? Is it a scary link? No guys, I have gathered the best futures prop firms with the highest discounts in the market if you use code ChrisFX. ChrisFX is your code for all of those prop firms. I'm gonna be adding one fantastic prop firm, which I'm gonna be having as the first prop firm within the next few days. And you can use code ChrisFX on all of those prop firms in order to get the highest discount. Do not miss on the highest discount in the entire internet. This is with code ChrisFX. Choose one of those prop firms that you will see on the link tree. And let's go ahead and continue with the second example. Now the second example is gonna take place right after the first example had taken place. So as a result, I'm gonna delete this thing right here, and I'm gonna also delete those fair value gaps. You might say, Chris, oh my god, I missed the first leg right here. I missed this first example, this first trade, I shall say. So now my life is ruined. Where am I gonna enter? And I'm gonna show you where to enter. You will zoom in and you will say, what is my second leg? The second leg that is being created. And the second leg, of course, we can all see, I guess right here, that started from this low right here, and now we're having the retracement. I will not consider this as a leg, okay, this thing right here. I will instead take this whole thing until I see a retracement and a proper low being created. So in this occasion, we are not finished. I wanna see a proper low being created. Let's see if we have a proper low created. Maybe we do have it, and yes, we do have it right now. If I go ahead and measure them, you will see 6708. Those are the same, but it doesn't really matter that those are the same, because both of those, if you measure both of those, are lower than the low of the candlestick to the right and lower than the low of the candlestick to its left. So, to their left, I shall say. So they have formed a proper low together. Very nice. I will go ahead then and I will create a horizontal line at the bottom. Now, do I have any FVGs here? Yes, I do. I have this enormous FVG right below this area. I will place my pending order right here, but in this occasion, I can also cover those lows. Why not? I can also cover those fair value gaps down here. As I said, you see, there is another fair value gap all the way down there. So I just go ahead and I cover that as well. And you might say, Chris, this is an enormous stop loss, but it doesn't matter because this is exactly how this strategy works. So you will go ahead, you will create a limit order, and you will buy exactly right here. Okay, and you will proceed, and you are in the trade. Since you are inside the trade, right here, I want you to always have a proper stop loss and a proper take profit. Do not move those at all. Just let your trade play out and do nothing at all. Okay, move on, and there we go. How come you just go ahead and you hit your take profit? Easy, simple as that. Now we can also take the other example. We did this leg right here from down there until up here where we took this trade, we entered this trade. We did this leg up here where we entered this trade, and now I'm gonna do this leg right here as the third leg. So I'm gonna be doing all of them in order to show you that I'm not cherry picking. So here we go. We will go back in time. We will go back right here, and we will see if we have a break of structure, of this overall structure. We break this high with a body, and as a result we can look out for our trade immediately. So what we will do right here, we are gonna proceed with price action, and we're gonna wait for a low to be created. And you do have your low already. Those of you who are paying attention, you have noticed now that this low right here is lower than the low of the candlestick to its right and lower than the low of the candlestick to its left. As a result, it is a point of liquidity, and I'm gonna go ahead and highlight it. So instead of going ahead and entering on this fair value gap like a total moron, like a total retail trader, over here you are identifying a proper low, and then you go ahead and you identify which fair value gaps we have below it. And we have a fair value gap right here, and we also have, look at that guys, we also have a volume imbalance. You see the gap that we have between those candlesticks. We do also have a volume imbalance down there that we have to be extra cautious of. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that green. Okay, very good. But because I don't wanna be missing my trade, I will go ahead and I will place my pending order exactly right here at the blue area with a stop loss a little bit below this volume imbalance, not below the low, but a little bit below this area. And I'm gonna target a 2-to-1 reward to risk. I want you to create the limit order as per usual, and I want you to place a proper stop loss. Never forget about your stop loss. You are in the trade, place your stop loss all the way down here and the take profit up there. And what are you gonna do? You are gonna let the trade play out. Either you get stopped out, either you win this trade. We are coming very close to being stopped out. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, back in profit territory, and there you go. You won this trade, and I think this goes even higher. Yeah, it does go even higher. So this is a beautiful strategy that you can implement in your daily routine. If I check out the very next example, I see that it would have been a loss, but we are not gonna do any more examples. I can instantly see that I would have entered here, the stop loss would have been below this low right here, so we would have lost. So you would have had 3 wins in a row and then a loss. The fourth would have been a loss indeed. As every single strategy, this one is also gonna have losses. You cannot avoid the losses. But what you can do is go ahead and click on the links that I have down in the description. There is a description where I have my links, and you can enter the Discord if you want to learn the highest accuracy strategy that I'm using in combination with the volume footprint charts, or do the one-on-one mentoring where you will learn to trade once and for all, and you will not need to pay a single dollar any single time in the near future. Also, do not forget about the link tree. I have there the best futures prop firms ever. I have the highest discounts and I'm gonna be adding more and more prop firms out there. Okay, so the highest discounts on the link tree, also down in the description. And what code did we say I'm using? I'm using code ChrisFX on all of those prop firms in order to get the highest of the highest discounts. Do never forget about it. I'm gonna be adding more prop firms within the next few weeks, days, or whatever. Okay, if you want to join the best community of your lives, go ahead and do so right here, right now. Do not waste any more time. Subscribe, like, share with all of your trading friends, family, grandparents, whoever you know in this entire planet that it's called Earth. Share this video. Do not forget about that, it's very important for the algorithm. Also type down in the comment section what video you want to see next, very important. This is gonna do it, I will see you with our next video.